Hi, welcome to CBug's Records, new arrivals for the week of July 28th. I'm Bug. This is my record store in East Windsor, Connecticut. Please subscribe. Please pass this along. Going to start with something a little different. I paid $235 for the lot you're about to see. There were also some CDs with it, which I'm going to get to another time because I can't find them. Okay, so these are the United Stations Radio Network. And what these are things they sent radio stations to play, and they are Countdown America starring Dick Clark. So they would send these each week, and it's the actual countdown, including small commercials, whoever was promoting the actual countdown. You get those, and they, sometimes they're cheesy because of like 80s and 90s. Also, they all include the notes, anything specifics with the songs, the time to play and the day to play this. It's really cool, and you can't find these. These are not things that were ever meant to be sold, which makes them even more fun. Now I believe it's 23 of these. They're all 4 record sets. So you get the entire top 30 with some commercials and with Dick Clark, giving you all the information. So I want to take a chance. I'm going to put 35 on each of these. Now, they are all between 1988 and 1991. I will certainly admit those are not the most stellar years for music, but there's some good stuff, and I think it's really cool. So 23 of these. I won't show you the whole piles. I'm sure you know what 23 records look like. All right, and one more thing that came with this is the AT&T Showcase of Rock, the Paul McCartney story. Now, this came from 1991, and it's an interview with Paul McCartney, same type thing. This was never supposed to be for sale. This was going to a radio station, and it has notes as well. Let me just grab those. So notes for the radio station about the show. And the thing that I think is the coolest thing about this, it's 1991. And the big thing about 1991 was that Paul McCartney released his second live album. And this was the tour in 1991. And it was the first tour where he decided to do some Beatles songs. He had a policy to not do Beatles songs. All Wings songs or his solo stuff. But he wouldn't do Beatles stuff. So in 1991, he explained in this why he made that decision then. And it's a bunch of Beatles songs, Wings songs, and Paul McCartney songs. Again, pretty cool. You just can't find it. I'm going to put $65 on it. Okay, moving on. I'm going to show you things I got from Mansfield a couple days ago. So I bought what I considered to be very safe things that I didn't have, things that I know will sell, because I didn't want to go crazy. I think I spent in all $165. I stayed to that, being conservative, until the last album. So I'll show you that in a minute, but let's start with a couple Zeppelin. Zeppelin 2 and Zeppelin 4 will be, I think we're at 36 for Zeppelin. Supertramp Paris. This is a concert double album, very good. Probably about 18. And a few Christmas things. They're all sealed. I always buy Christmas when I can. They do sell, even year round. So we got A Christmas Adventure in Disneyland. It's considering it's sealed, we'll probably try to get 14 or 15. New edition, Christmas All Over the World. Again, sealed. You know, I think I have another one around that 13, 14. I'll just keep it at that mark. And the New Kids on the Block. Merry, Merry Christmas. Probably about 15 for that. I don't know. You know you want it. You know you want it. $5. I'm not sure how I got it. My friend almost dared me to get it, so I had to get it. The Wiz. Happy to get this one. I do have one, but happy to get another one. This one does have the poster. Let's see, I'll show you the poster if I can get it out quickly. There it is. The poster. So, I have the other one for 24 without the poster, but I'll keep this one for 24 because it's easier. But if you're going to buy one, you may as well get the poster. If I can just get it back in. Okay, we got David Bowie, Scary Monsters. We're at 32 for this. I love this album. It's underrated, I think. These, I believe, these three I got out of a $2 thing. $3 maybe. George Thorogood, who I'm listening to more and more. Really like George Thorogood. So this is Maverick. Supertramp, Brother Where You Bound. Not the best Supertramp, but I like Supertramp. The Blow Monkeys. No, this one I paid a little more for. Not a lot, maybe $6. But it was good. I really like this. The only Blow Monkey song I know is Digging Your Scene, which is kind of a cool song. It's not on this, but I thought I'd give it a shot, and I really do like it. Very new wavy, very 80s. Probably about $10. And now, the one that I was not conservative at all. I paid $70 for this. And it's not what I thought. I like it. It's good. And it's still valuable. But this is the same cover for a DVD I have, also called Rave, which is Prince playing at Paisley Park, his place, on New Year's Eve, 1999. And it's the DVD is amazing. I mean, it has George Clinton, The Time, I'm forgetting names. 3 members from Sly and the Family Stone. Lenny Kravitz. There you go. Give it that extra second sometimes. Anyways, it's not that concert. It's the album he made right before the concert. So this is 1999. You know, very rare because how many records were being sold in 1999? So I'm going to put $95 on it. Try to make a little profit, but it's the kind of thing, sometimes I buy these just because I like Prince so much, so I wanted to hear it, and it's very good. Okay, moving on. I believe everything else came from 3 lots coming in, and I paid somewhere around $100. Let's see. Let's start with this one. Even though I feel a little bad saying I paid $100. The Gun Club. This one's worth much more than I thought it was. So, you know, Gun Club's rock, blues, really good. I'm going to put about 65 on that. We got some jazz. We got Chick Corea. Probably be around 12. Same thing with Billie Holiday. Stanley Turrentine Joyride. This is on Blue Note. It's a little bit up there. It'll be about 32 for this. Let's see. Let's go with Genesis and Genesis stuff. Invisible Touch will be about 12, 13. Same with Phil Collins. Face Value. Rocky IV. That one has that James Brown song, Living in America, which is great. So probably about $10 for that. Mel Brooks, High Anxiety, including Springtime for Hitler. about 10 for that. Harvest, talked about this before. It's up there around 35 bucks. Springsteen, Born to Run will be about 15. The Clash Combat Rock, I think around 32 for those. Pink Floyd, Final Cut. Again, I think this one's really underrated. I like this album, but this is Roger Waters. There's very little David Gilmour in it. And you can tell, but I'm more of a Roger Waters guy myself. So I do like this one, and I think we're around 30, 32 maybe. And we will end with the Jimi Hendrix Concerts. This is a double album, obviously songs in his concerts. It's not one concert. So probably about 25 maybe. I don't know. I haven't had that one before. So that's about it. Thanks for watching.